Hello, everyone. This is Backyard Musings broadcasting live from Apple Valley in our living rooms. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott.
Yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather, green around the gills, so I didn't want to risk Scott getting anything from me. So we decided to go on StreamYard to do this. So bear with me if I'm not as animated as I usually am. So Biden visited Saginaw, Michigan on Thursday to stump for his reelection bid. Saginaw, well, this is my claim to fame. Saginaw is 15 miles from where I grew up in Bay City.
So, Michigan, that's kind of a battleground state, right?
It's been blue for the longest time. It was a battleground in 2016.
Yeah, battleground. I mean, it's blue in the lower part of Michigan, but the upstate Michigan, isn't that a little on the red side, or is it just the opposite?
So,
I know
well,
Michigan,
so it's big cities. Big cities are blue, and
yeah,
the
Detroit,
rural is red. So
Detroit.
Marquette in the UP, that's Democrat. Detroit, Lansing, Bay City, Saginaw, they're blue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too bad,
yeah,
because Detroit, man, that used to be the Motor City, right? That used to be the
yeah.
big time. I mean, I guess they still do manufacture cars there, but it's um, it's a sad state now,
It's a
unfortunately.
blight. It's a blighted city.
It is.
It seems Democrats, they flock to the cities. They do. So that's why. Okay, so the trip included a visit to a 131-year-old Victorian mansion, right? With his back to reporters, he was on the porch too. He can clearly be heard asking his handlers, quote, "Can I take a couple questions?" End quote. Asking his handlers.
Mommy,
What
can I?
what what would Trump have done? What would Trump have done? He'd have
He would
just
have stepped. He would have stepped up to the microphone and taken some questions, probably for an
for an
hour.
hour, for an hour, yeah. A woman in a Biden Harris jacket then quickly announced, "We're going to take a few questions." At which point his handlers rushed forward with their hands up loudly, chanting, "Thank you, press, back to the cars." It was like Secret Service rushing to take a bullet, you know?
Just
uh,
so embarrassing.
this isn't made up either. It's clearly audible. Just go to Fox, you'll see the article.
Right.
Not
I
made up.
got on YouTube as well. I think that video is on YouTube as well. I think.
Social media erupted. One ex user named Bonchi said, the quote, "The moment Biden suggests taking a few questions, his handlers come flying in like Secret Service agents, taking a bullet, yelling at the press to get back in their cars." What an incredible scene, he says. The
Yet,
White House,
yet the
go ahead.
press slobbers all over the guy.
Yeah, well, the media mob, you know.
Yeah.
So the White House press is probably going to spin. This is fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. That's probably what they're going to do. Or maybe Corinne Jean Pierre will spin it that he was asking for cue cards to ask certain journalists questions.
You know
Just wait.
what? She'll probably start it off by saying, "Let me be clear, like I'm always clear. Let me be clear." Anyway, that.
Peter Ducey's going to ask this. I can't wait till he asks this.
Yeah.
Biden's campaign said it raised 10 million within 24 hours of the State of the Union address. Can you say caveat emptor?
I mean, I can think about spending your money a lot better than that. That's for sure. So, but whatever.
What did his allies say after the SOTU? Democrats praised Biden's energy and strong address. It was a campaign speech. He has no accomplishments, so he had to do a campaign speech. Times says Biden just performed a top career performance. He needed it. The
You know,
Daily News. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead. The Daily News said Biden energetically delivered a series of zingers in the speech to Congress. He was an angry man, an
He
angry
looked,
old
he
fool.
looked like a guy who just got woke up from his nap about an hour early, let loose. Just it was again another embarrassment.
Biden plans on taking his campaign contributions and making a series of ads. The Biden ads will draw a full throated contrast between the president's optimistic vision of America's comeback and Trump's dangerous and chaotic vision, said the Biden campaign communications chief, Michael Tafor. America's comeback? I mean, we're 3 years, 4 years after COVID. Three, maybe.
We're
Come
we're
on.
just yeah we're we're in the hole here. It's terrible.
It's more gaslighting.
We were talking about it the other day. If we were on a comeback, I don't know why I want to spend $5 a gallon for fuel and $4 a gallon for milk. And I know we've got some people that are listening to us from across the pond and in Canada, and I know $5 gas for them is not uncommon. They spend a lot more than that in some of those areas. But for us here on the lower 48, it's
egregious.
It is. It's just, they're just getting in our pockets. We're getting hosed.
Yeah, so we do, as a family, we do pizza night on Fridays, and we normally order from Domino's. And 3 years ago, we always do the 2 medium pizza, 3 topping special, right? 3 years ago, they were $6.99 each. Last night, $10.99 each. They've been slowly creeping up. $7.99, $8.99, $9.99. They're $10.99 now.
Right. It's
3 years.
Yeah. You cannot go to the store and compare food prices from a year or two ago, and not be just twisted up because the prices are crazy. Look at meat alone. Meat is crazy expensive. Hamburgers, $4, $5, $6 a pound for a hamburger.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
It is crazy.
Yeah. So a comeback, the nation's is a dumpster fire. They should have been adjusting on the fly to help the economy get back up and running. But they've got this agenda. They've got the green agenda. So and we're going to do a segment probably Tuesday on tribalism, and it's going to show how everything's breaking down into tribalism, and that's where they want it to go. It's really where they want it to go. All right, Trump's dangerous and chaotic vision for reals. It's dangerous for everyone to prosper.
The guy's a deal maker. He's a deal maker, and that's his whole vision in life is to get the best deal for America.
Right, he's a businessman.
He is. He is. And I know so many people when he was running in 2015, into 16, that he was going to just take advantage. And man, I tell you, he fought for the little guy. He fought for the middle class American and the little guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just they're just afraid of that guy. They are. They're afraid that he's going to continue to drain the swamp.
Yeah, Democrats, and this is another thing. Democrats want to destroy the middle class because the poor people will be. They're either going to try and get stuff from the rich people or try and get stuff from the government, right? Free stuff.
Redistribution of wealth.
So it's more likely to go to the elites to get stuff. So that's why the Democrats want to destroy that middle class. But the middle class is essential to any thriving civilization. It is essential. Okay, here are the AP News comments about the SOTU. He laid out the clear contours of the campaign ahead, which are, listen to this, criticizing former President Donald Trump over the January 6th, mostly peaceful protests, and 2, going after the Supreme Court with justices present over its ruling that overturned Roe v. Wade. That's his campaign focus, his plan.
Oh, and let me tell you, if you didn't see the faces on all 9 of those justices, even the liberal ones, they were not happy about him calling them out that night. So I don't know. That might
be happy.
Yeah, that might be something to come back and bite him because maybe the liberals will be a little bit more siding with the right. I don't know. We'll see.
I learned the hard way that you've got to publicly praise people and privately admonish them. I learned that the hard way in the Army. Okay. Also, the shrinking size of a Snickers bar he talked about, and combative attacks on a foe with no name. My predecessor. When asked about his age and how it affects his ability to be president, Biden's stock answer is, "Watch me." We watched in Saginaw.
Yeah, he just a flat out embarrassment. I mean,
yeah.
When the guy's not being pumped up and propped up, he's something to watch. I tell you, like what is it they say? What is it they say? You're going to end up on YouTube.
It's fun watching the clips of Corinne Jean-Pierre, the pundit, the Daily Pundit. They attack her with Peter Ducey attacking her. It's pretty funny.
I get dizzy just watching her eyes flutter. It's
Oh, I know. You know what she should do? She should paint eyeballs like Johnny Depp in the paint the
Pirates.
eyeballs pirates, yeah, on her eyelids so that she can just look at the binder and people think that she's looking at them.
Oh boy.
I should text that to Jesse Waters and have him use that. That would be crazy. Or Gutfeld.
Anyway,
Okay, all right, folks. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.
have a good one. Take care. Thank you.